Hello awakened souls, my name is Hayley and this is Divinity Tarot and Tea. I'll be having a cup of tea during this reading as tarot and tea go so well together. So grab a drink of your choice, get comfy and join me as we spill the tea together on your current love situation. So let's get started. So I just have some white sage burning today, just to rid us of any negative energies coming through in this reading. I also have my selenite wand here, just to rid myself of any energy coming towards me from any karmics or any otherwise. So I'm using the Spirits and Shadows Oracle to start with, and we're going to look at the current energy of your person in the last 24 hours, and that's 24 hours from whenever you find this reading. And we have grief. So I feel like your Divine Masculine is finally starting to go through an awakening process. So with twin flames, the Divine Feminine will go through, she will begin a really intense, sudden awakening, beginning at soul recognition. So straight away in the process of the twin flames journey, that's when the Divine Feminine will go through her awakening process. She'll go through the dark night of the soul upon separation, upon the first separation. She'll release her core wounds, her fears, her lower energies, rebalancing her vibration, bringing it up to a soul frequency. But the Divine Masculine can take a lot longer. The Divine Masculine is a lot slower. So the Divine Feminine works in the upper three chakras, so the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And the Divine Masculine works in the lower three chakras, so the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. And so as the Divine Feminine is more in the spiritual, in the 5D realm doing her work, the Masculine is on the 3D in the physical reality, and that's where he does his work. And so you'll often find that the Divine Masculine is not into spirituality usually. He's very logical. He has a job that is all around being logical, methodical, that sort of thing. And so, you know, there's a bit of a conflict of the way that you two think. They may think you're absolutely nuts because of your spiritual views, and you may think that they are just refusing to be open-minded because of their stuffy, logical way of thinking. But on this reading here, in this masculine that we're picking up in, we can see grief. And so he could be starting to go through that dark night of the soul, grieving his old way of thinking, his old way of being. So we have the Three of Swords in the reverse position, yeah. So that's that heavy, intense sadness. And it could have been activated by you. Often along this journey, twin flames, we activate each other. And so it could have been something you did or something you didn't do that activated this dark night of the soul for your masculine, in much the same way as he would have activated your dark night of the soul when you went through your first separation. So it could be because you've pulled back your energy, I'm feeling, or you've put boundaries up, or you know, something he's perceived that has triggered him into this dark night of the soul, and it's exactly the way it was meant to happen. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. Yeah, this is how it's meant to pan out. You know, that seed was sown during soul recognition, And, you know, this is all just part of the process. So this is your divine masculine coming into his spiritual awakening. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse position. So, you know, he could be feeling all sorts of ways. You know, it feels like a multi-pronged attack. It's like, am I going crazy? You know, is this all in my head? Am I delulu? You know, all these thoughts and feelings will just be washing around inside of him at the moment. As you know, if you think back to your own awakening, how painful that was for you. But the warning here is not to interfere. You know, you may feel tempted because you've been through it to offer some advice, to offer some help. No, this is something they have to go through on their own, just like you did. So we have divergence. Yeah, this is the divergence of the two worlds, you know, his old world and his new world, and it feels completely different. New and scary, and, you know, he's starting to maybe just know things, you know, picking up on his inner guidance from spirit, or he could even be hearing things or seeing synchronicities or whatever, and it could be quite scary. For someone who was so logical, methodical, mechanical, you know, this could be quite a scary, spooky experience for them. So Five of Pentacles in the reverse position, they could feel, you know, so weird that they may be shut out by society, like society wouldn't understand. The people around them, their friends, their family won't understand what they're going through, and they're feeling so different, so alienated, like they're being shut out at the moment. And you know yourself, when you went through this, you felt like crap. You felt like you were going completely insane. Five of Wands in the reverse position. A lot of these cards are coming out reverse here, even though I did do a thorough shuffle. Five of Wands in the reverse, yeah. Not wanting to be around that crazy, chaotic energy that they've been in for a long time. Maybe in their workplace, maybe in their home life, just their day-to-day life. They're needing to get away from that energy. And that's their inner compass guiding them towards that soul frequency, away from those lower vibrations. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. Yeah, this is a sea change. This is, you know, you can think of it like, you know, being on a ship with the rough waters, and, you know, it's also very different, and it's, you know, can put you out of whack, put you out of kilter, and it just can feel really dizzying and nauseating, you know. It's like, what is going on? You know, everything you knew as your reality is completely different now. So yeah, this will come as no surprise to you because you've been through it yourself. And some of you may be thinking, wow, is that where he's at? You know, I went through that ages ago. You know, am I going to have to wait for him to go through the same process as what I did? Well, this is just how it pans out. You know, this is part of the process. The Divine Feminine goes through it first. It can take years later before the Divine Masculine goes through it. And yeah, it could take quite a bit longer. So we have the Spring for you, for your energy today. And that's that uplifted, bouncy energy, you know, new life, new inspiration coming through. You could be feeling quite creative today. We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse position it came out in. Gosh, why are these all... I've been using these cards for readings and they haven't all been in the reverse. Ten of Cups in the reverse position. So I feel like you are putting this aside at the moment. You're understanding that this is a process that takes quite a while. So you're putting aside this twin flames journey. You've understood that it's okay to walk away from it, to not obsessively think about it all the time, to, you know, just let it happen organically and just get on with your own life. And finally, we have an upright card, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's like you've been through this process and, you know, you're at a point now, you're at the 9th step out of 10. And it's, you know, you're understanding that you don't have to think about it all the time. You don't have to try and control it. You are not the wounded feminine anymore. You are the awakened feminine. And so, you know, you understand that you don't have to judge your masculine, that you don't have to feel bitter towards him, that you don't have to try to control this, that you don't have to chase him, that, you know, he knows where you are and he'll come to you when he's ready. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. You have been through your healing, you have been through all your activation processes, and now it's time to just do you. And that's where you're at the moment. It's like this release energy, that spring energy of, you know, being released from that obsessive thinking. So we'll take a look at the second position for your energy today. We have resolve. So we'll take a closer look at that. We have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is that past life connection, that soul connection. Yeah, you've made your peace with it. You know what this is. And you know that they, like I said, they'll come when they're ready. And so you don't have to put all that energy into it anymore. It's like you've done it all now. You've made your peace with it. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yes, it's, you know, you've let go of the reins. You've let go of that need to control it, to create it, every single step of it. And now you're just allowing divine timing. And it's really freeing up that energy. Once you stop obsessively thinking about it and trying to control it and worrying about it all the time, then it clears up that energy so that it can come about. We have the Magician. Yeah. So you created this before you even incarnated into this life. You were the master creator. You wrote your original path, your original soul's blueprint before you even came here. So the best thing that you could do to help this along is nothing at all. Just allow it to play out the way it was always meant to. And we'll take a look at the center card here. which is the mutual energy or the energy going forward. We have mischief. That sounds intriguing. We have 3 little black cats there. So, what's going on here? Feels like a really fun, playful energy coming in soon. We have the Empress. Yeah, you're no longer the wounded feminine. So this won't be games like manipulation or chasing games or, you know, any head games like that. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse position. I feel like you're tired of your life being in suspension. You're tired of waiting around for your divine masculine. And so you just want to have a bit of fun in the meantime. Five of Cups in the reverse position. Yeah, you're not in that crazy, sad energy of waiting for your masculine. Yes, you are in separation still. And, you know, it would be nice to be together, but you're not pining over it anymore. I feel like you're in a more happy place, a more uplifted place, and you might be starting to joke around with your friends, having a bit of fun, just going out by yourself, being independent, because you're not the wounded feminine anymore. You don't need to, you know, go out on a date or anything like that. You can enjoy life on your own because you have that self-fulfillment. Can we grab a card here for the Divine Masculine going forward, what his forward energy is? We have the King of Swords in the reverse position. Yeah, he will come out of that energy of overthinking, overanalyzing, being too logical, methodical, mechanical. As he comes into this awakening, as his spiritual side begins to grow more and more, he will understand how things really work. You know, the veil will drop and the matrix will be revealed to him of what really is. So yeah, you'll see a lot less of that, oh, well, you know, pish posh, that can't be a thing, you know. So I'm going to pull a song card here. We have Too Sweet for Me by Hosier. And I feel like, yeah, that was your masculine before he came into his awakening. It was like, you know, this is all too fairy tale-ish for me. This is all too, you know, rainbows and puppy dogs and, you know, you're talking about twin flames and meant to be and soul's purposes and all this sort of thing. And it was just too, it was too pink and fluffy for him. You know, it's like, I'm logical, I'm mathematical, things have to make sense to me. But yeah, he's going to come out of that energy now. So we'll finish up with a tea leaf reading here. Oh, and I've just knocked the camera around. And we'll look into the cup. And I can see a camel, which to me means going the distance. That you've got what it takes to go the distance, to wait as long as it takes. I can also see, it's kind of like a jester, but I'm thinking more of Coco Pelli. You know, that it's like you brought this mysterious energy to your masculine, like, you know, it's like because you visited him and your energy was so vibrant that it was contagious and it passed on to him. I'm seeing a bouquet of flowers down the bottom of the cup, and the bottom of the cup is the more distant future. So there will be an offering in the future at some point. You know, that romantic energy that you saw at the start of this journey will come back. Not quite now, because your masculine is going through that awakening. Yeah, I'm seeing an X in the middle of the cup, which is, you know, there's sort of energy barriers up between the two of you now, which could be why you're still in separation, as it needs to take place. Your masculine needs to go through this awakening right now, and it needs to be done alone. And so I'm going to leave that reading there. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave me a comment, and I send you all so much love and joy on your path. Take care now. Bye.